My name is Rihanna Thurman. I work here at the Kenai Community Library, and we did our Curiosity Creates grant. We did a program called All Dolled Up. We'd have a sign-up sheet for 16 kids to be able to participate, and we would separate them into 3 groups. The first group would be doing a sewing section. The second group would be doing a craft, and then a free play so that they could just have fun, do whatever they wanted with the dollhouse. So the American Girl doll kits include the doll, her outfit, a journal, the first book in the series, a hairbrush, and a little expected use and guidelines little handout inside the kit so that they know the do's and don'ts. One of the things we had to do was come up with a check-in and check-out procedure for us, and that includes checking all of the items in the kit, which is included here, and on a special form that we have for ourselves. And then they give them to me for maintenance. And maintenance includes washing the doll's skin with just baking soda and water, brushing out the doll's hair, and that just is water. You just spray it down and brush it out. And then I also have to wash the clothes occasionally and the backpacks occasionally, because they come in a little bag for them to carry it around. Cataloging these was a little bit of a challenge because they are items, they're realia. They're not just a book that already has a whole record. So one of the challenges was finding the OCLC number for the individual dolls so that we could download their records. The girls, when they take them home, are encouraged to write a little entry about the doll's ongoing adventures, and that's one of the most endearing and fun things that I found about this project was things that they've written and little drawings they've made and pictures that they've included. It's been great to see them checking out the dolls and reading the books, and it's really helped get circulation up for those American Girl books and just to get the girls excited about reading. We had attempted to use sewing machines before, but the ones that we bought were too flimsy and they quite quickly stopped working. So when we purchased these ones, we were looking for something that was durable, easy to use, and going to last us a long time and be able to do what we wanted to do with it. So the nice thing about the heavy-duty sewing machine is that we don't have it breaking down a lot, and it will sew through jeans, through multiple layers, and has all of the little parts and pieces with the extra foots that will move the fabric along better, and the different needles that will be able to puncture those harder fabrics. I like to have 2 kids per sewing machine. That's pretty much the limit you can have, because while one is sewing, one can be pinning or cutting. And more than that, they lose interest, and there's just too much going on for there to be too many extra bodies in the room. As far as how many people need to be helping, I found that a lot of parents are willing to help their children, and that's huge. Me by myself, I can handle 8 kids, but it's a little stressful. When you have parents helping out, at least 2 or 3 parents, then it works beautifully and goes very smoothly. More than that, I would say you definitely need at least 2 staff members if there's no parents. present. Some of the other things that are absolutely essential when you are doing a sewing program is pins, lots of pins. And these little magnetic cup holders are so handy because they're not gonna just let the pins fly around. And that was one thing that, it's a simple thing, but it makes a huge difference. Also, fabric scissors. Keep them completely separate than your regular scissors because they will dull immediately if you use them on paper. So make sure all of your staff know that these are only for fabric. And then of course, have to have some sort of box to hold all of your different threads because eventually you'll want to use different colors and you'll have to have a way to organize them in such a way. Also, you'll want measuring devices for your patrons to use. And a mat is really useful when you're doing a lot of cutting. It's a huge help for prep for me. And you have to have directions for people to follow along with. I know that this particular age for kids is hard to get them to continue to think imaginatively because they're afraid that they're going to be seen as little kids. But in this setting, they're able to really just have fun, play, and use their imaginations.